Hi, it's me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I really don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Um, Trying to decide. I want to play something. If I play something, I'll put it up, make a video, do Hollow Knight. Uh, hmm. Let's see what we got. What to work with. I do draw. I say that. That's a great intro to this video, I think. Just me saying hi. Saying I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm gonna play anything. But I'm recording. Making something at least. I'm checking Photoshop at the moment, seeing if I can display anything. No, that's not great. I'll get better though. I know I can be better at that. Um. There's a lot I can surely try, at least. Tried asking a friend of mine if he was up to do something, whatever that is. However, as of this moment, it is just me talking to myself like a crazy person. I guess what I could do. Yeah, let's try this. I don't know what kind of fan base I'm gonna have. If I'll have one. I don't know if I'll even make it. But, hell, it's worth a shot. So, what I will do is whatever I want. I've always wanted to make videos and show what I can do, what I have done, what I would like to do. Um, Other than that, I've never really done much. I've streamed some. I can stream. If that is wanted, I can definitely set that up on my computer. However, I've streamed on my console a lot. Um, never, never a fan base on that. Just had some friends watching me. Though, I don't think that's too bad. It was fun hanging out with them. Now this is good. Oh, it's over on this screen for some reason, so I can say hi to you, I guess. But let me get this set up so that you don't have to sit here and look at my ugly mug. I have some time while that downloads because there was an update, but I will be playing a card game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Not great, but I think I'm fine at it. I have a few decks I can use. Um, this is gonna be a very on and off thing, YouTube. Uh, I this is not my main source of income at all. Everything that I get from YouTube, if I get anything at all, even if people send me money just because, oh, you're a great YouTuber guy, man, you're awesome, then more likely than not, that money is just going to go to updating what I have. I have three monitors. One, uh, gaming monitor right in front of me, and then I got two office monitors to my left and right. Um, it's nothing special. Everything that I have in front of me was given to me. The only thing, what did I pay for? I have a drawing pad that I paid for that was like $30. I have headphones that I paid for. That was the most expensive thing in my entire setup. Those were $100, roughly, around after like before tax, $100. Um, Other than that, everything, my PC, everything that I have was given to me by my sister. She ended up moving out of her apartment and she claimed she did not have any room for it. And she had promised me a while ago that she was going to be giving it to me anyway if she ever like upgraded herself to a better PC. Um, all right. Okay. This is gonna look funky. I'll have to adjust my camera because I don't know exactly how everything's set up, but that should cover nothing other than the corner up here, you know. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, if you're curious, if you like Yu-Gi-Oh, there's me. Me and my ugly mug. My ugly fugly mugly. It's nothing special. Whatever. Dun, dun, dun. I'm an idiot because I didn't think about that. Anyway, my cat is roaming around, and she is causing mischief. What the? What are you doing? Sorry about that. I'm a little fur baby. Well, if you've seen my last Overwatch video, you'll be familiar with this little shit. She she runs around a lot. And she likes to get in bags and boxes and of stuff of the like. She also likes knocking everything over. She's a cat. I get mad at her. She also likes to play with her collar. I took that off of her because it's been on for a minute. Letting her rest, you know? Everything should be good. I don't know. How's this? How's the sounds gonna be? No sound. Is that good? I hope that's good. I'll turn it down a bit just to be safe. Just don't put it right there. I haven't played in a while. What the hell? They made this new. Okay. As you can see, I'm not very high ranked if you know how Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel works at all. No, I'm very low. Very bad. Season 32. I will say this, I did play since the game came out. It's... And I use the Blue Eyes deck. The Blue Eyes deck. I've used that for so long. My turn. I'll go second. I really hope that doesn't fuck with it. Well, I guess... You know? Headphone reveal. Let's see it. He ended his turn quick. I don't... Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's so bad. I'm not hearing any sound out of these. There we go. Now I got sound coming through my headphones. Oh, can you get me out? So you gotta protect your hand. I'll take it. Yes, please. I'll do prep work. No, I won't. Hmm. That would probably be very stupid of me. I'm trying to look at the camera more so it looks like I'm bad at this, you know. I'm getting there. I know I am. I don't know. I guess I don't really need to get there. I am already there. Granted, I'm making videos and uploading them. I'm already there. You don't really need to do much other than be here and be you and do what you want. Jet. I should do prep work. I really hope he knows that he screwed himself with whenever he used that card. Not only did Maxx C become effectively useless because he banished my dragon, but nah, that definitely screws me over a bit too. Although does this work? Oh, I think this is it. I'm gonna put it in on this. If you are not familiar with this card, what this card does is whenever you use a material from this card, well, I'll explain it this way. 2 level 8 monsters used to summon Draglubion. And if I mispronounce anything in this game, I don't care, and I hope you know that. But summon Draglubion, you can use it to summon number 100. I use Hope Harbinger because if it works with the play, I'll summon him instead. But his attack is every level of Xyz's monster on the field added up by times 1000. So using that combo, I can reach 9,000 attack for cheap. And if you come at me saying, oh, but you can have such a better setup, you can use these better cards, blah, 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 I don't care. Because I don't have anything else that I want to use. I already have the Blue Eyes cards in my extra deck that I need. It makes no difference whether I'm using Draglubion or Blue Eyes Azure Dragon or whatever. Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, whatever it is. Or Blue Eyes Tyrant, five-headed. I don't have five-headed in this. I got Tyrant, two-headed, three-headed. I do have five-headed. But that's just because I have Future Fusion. And I'll use Future Fusion to get five-headed so I can send 5 cards to the graveyard purely for setup. Because if I send one of these, one of these, I can use one of these as burning material. And then, who else do I send? I send 1, 2, 3. I think I send a jet to the graveyard. And I might use both of those burning material. Let's go right at another one. Trigun. Is that Trigun? Or am I thinking of a series? No, Trigun's the series, I think. I'm a fool. I'll discard the... Yeah. Oh no, what are you using? This guy uses stuff. It's crazy. Before you call me stupid, I know I have 1-day FPS activated. See? Right there. First card I used. I just like doing that. I mean, he can't do anything to me either. He can... He can destroy my monster, but he can't deal any damage to me. And if he destroys my monster, it goes to my graveyard, that's more beneficial for me because that's just a regular Blue Eyes White Dragon. I've never fought one of these decks before. I space out a lot. Like a lot, a lot. Hi, babe. My cat scared the shit out of me. Huh? Hmm. I'm getting rid of that. Oh my god. It'll have to wait. I can't bring out any effect monsters until I get rid of that card. Let alone the fact that I can't bring out any effect monsters right now anyway. What you doing, girl? What's up? Why do you want to go on my desk so bad? I'm looking at it through OBS. Oh, he's back. That's great. Oh no. Don't erase his attack. I don't want that. Did he not? Hi. My cat's a little psychopath. Raigeki, really? I can't. I can't bring that guy out because he's just gonna get banished. Oh no. I'll bring this out though. I can definitely do this. Unless he stops it. Me. I guess there's that. This is... If he does anything to where he has more attack, I'm done. That's game over. Which, if he flips that a card round... I don't know, do you think he'll believe this as a... Mirror Force? I want to be surprised. Oh, he's Special Summon. If he thinks this is a Mirror Force, then he won't switch that card to attack position. That doesn't matter anymore. Does not matter at all anymore. Though, he doesn't think it's a Mirror Force. He'd be right. He'd be right to assume that. I don't know, will he end his turn, or will he go for the attack? Your draw, Mr. Magic. What is that? Well, it doesn't really matter. He was not taking any chances with that. I do appreciate a man that does his math. Gonna do anything. He stopped. I ranked up. Find that hard to believe. I mean, whatever, I guess. I don't... This video is gonna be, like, all over the place. Because I don't... I don't plan anything. I'm a working man. Ripe age of 19 years old. Just turned 19 7 days ago. I'm renting a house. I work at a factory. Well, not a foundry. If we want to get specific, I work at a foundry, not a factory. It's hotter than a factory is. We don't have a ton of these foundries, so I'm not going to disclose where I work. I don't really care too much if that information gets out. But I feel like it'd be smart not to. Though I have friends, and it might get brought up at some point that's where we work. If it does, I don't really care. It doesn't really make any difference to me. Though I will... I'm gonna stop this. I'll make that bigger again. It won't make any difference to me if the information of where I work gets out, but I don't want it to either way. I feel like it'd just be better to stay not known. It is a pretty big foundry. I don't want to say too much because it's not like if people know what I'm talking about, then they can figure out exactly what company I work for, because it's not like it's a massive secret. Like if I were to say how like who we supply the most parts to, then that would be one factor you could use to deduce who I work for. If I were to say an accomplishment that we had, I believe last year, then that would give it away for who I work for. All you would need to do is some minor amount of research, and you could figure out who I work for. If I said those key bits of detail. If I don't, then it's a lot more difficult. You'd have to do a lot of digging and research into someone who's not that popular and doesn't have massive amounts of information leaked out onto the internet. Like, if you Google my name, I'm not coming up. And if I do, that means I've probably made it on YouTube and I am popular. Will that happen? No, I don't think I'm part of that, like, 5%. 10%? I don't know. What's the percentage of people that make it big on YouTube? I think that's a good question. Here's my cat again. She decided to jump up on my desk one more time. She a little shit. She's getting fur in my mouth. It's gross. Look at my little bye-bye. Her floofy tail. She's such a good little girl. And down. There you go. I was never really a great student whenever it came to school, high school, middle school too. I was good in elementary school, but middle and high, I'm never really just gonna. I'm not a good student, which is why I work in a foundry now, probably. But I mean, I probably would have anyway. physical labor fits me more than sitting behind a desk crunching numbers. That's a fact. And I mean, you can't change that. That's just who I am. Though, could have been better. Yeah. If I was better in school, I probably would have been more physically active anyway. Would have had more opportunities to do so. Wouldn't have had to take a credit recovery. My goal was to have a weight and strength class every year, every semester. Because I could not afford a gym membership. Well, I could have afforded it. I didn't want to because I had school and I didn't want to just buy something that I could have had through school. What is going on here? I don't know why I'm bald here. Whatever. But I didn't want to buy anything that I was just gonna sit there and do in school anyway. So my goal was to have that throughout the entirety of my academic years. Didn't because of credit recovery, and then I had half days because I was in a program called co-op, which allowed me to leave school early to go to work, which was really nice. That was really nice. The only thing that I needed was a car, and I got a car my senior year. So that was cool. Pretty neat, I'd say. My first car, it was a Pontiac. Sadly, um, a couple months ago, I got in an accident. I was releasing some videos before this accident on YouTube. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, the timing would have been right. But a couple months ago, yeah, it was a Friday. I believe maybe the 17th of June, I want to say. Yeah, 17th of June or the 14th. Let me calendar. The 14th of June. On the 14th of June, I was taking my friend to his training in the morning for me and two friends of mine that all three of us live here in the same house. We also all work at the same place. And on that Friday the 14th of June 2024, he asked me, "Hey, can you make sure I get there quicker today?" I said, "Sure." So I was speeding. Idiot, don't speed. Just don't. Of course, I don't have any right to talk there, but if you're gullible, I guess, if you like to listen to people, just don't speed. It's not good for your health. Uh, I got pulled over right before I got onto the highway. I was doing 15 over. I was going 60. 15, 20. 20 over. I was doing 60. I think he just wrote it as 65 and a 45. But I believe I was doing more like 66, 68 miles per hour. Obviously that's all done. I already dealt with all of that. Paid the ticket. I have to go through this 4-hour lesson course, like a safety course, before September. So, I should do that soon. Anyway, got the ticket. Took my friend to work. On the way back from work, the weather started taking a turn for the worse. I, about 2 miles off of the highway. No, 2 miles off of the exit, getting back onto the highway, coming back home from dropping him off. Thank God I dropped him off. If this happened before, he would have died. It was a really bad accident. But thankfully I'm okay. Thankfully the driver of the other vehicle was okay. 2 miles off the exit, I was surrounded by cars. I could not go any slower, and the weather was just getting worse. And it got so bad to the point to where everyone had to turn on their hazards just so that we could see some form of light where a vehicle was. I could not see out my windshield. The visibility was so bad. I could not see the road I was driving on. The only thing that I had to guide me was the lights surrounding me. And I was trying. My wipers were on max. I was trying to have some form of visibility. It was like some giant took a bucket of water and just splashed it down. And I mean, you imagine this bucket splash the water down. How long does that water last there? That water is getting poured out, just taken down by gravity. It's not going to be in the air for long. It's not going to be constantly pouring out unless you're just slowly tilting it. This is, you take a bucket and you just flip it upside down. That's how bad it was raining. You're not tilting it, you're not splashing the water out, you're just dumping it. And so obviously the rain, it didn't last super long. It's not like I was sitting there getting drenched after the accident just because the rain wouldn't go away. It was a torrential downpour that lasted about 15 minutes. Which, for the amount of rain, that's a long time. And so, this torrential downpour, obviously, water just instantly floods the highway. And the car in front of me, it was a girl that looked like she wasn't much older than I was. Maybe 20s. I wouldn't say she's mid-20s. Maybe early or right around 20. But she spun out, lost control of her vehicle, so it is her fault that this happened. And the insurance recognized that. She spun out of control. She was in the left lane, I was in the right lane. And whenever she spun out, then she went into the midway. It's a grass middle with a wire fence kind of divider, like a median. She hit that wire and it bounced her back onto the highway. She said she was actively trying to get back onto the highway. which she should not have done if she did. I don't think she did. The way it looked to me, she bounced onto the highway. It was not her fault that she got back onto the highway like that. That's how it looked to me. She said otherwise, so I believe her. But that's my point of view. That's how it looked. But she came back onto the highway. The highway's going this way. She's coming back. She's sideways. If I stayed in my lane on the right side, it's a 2-lane highway. If I stayed in the right lane and she ended up coming back over, it would have been a T-bone. Like the most pinpoint T-bone that you can imagine, that's what it would have been. She probably, no, not probably, she would have died. I was going, speed limit on this highway was 65, I believe, maybe 75. I think I was going right around 70. No, point of impact was 60 miles per hour. Because I was trying to slow down. But I ended up just skidding because this road is a water slide. I'm like, thank God the cars behind me didn't hit me whenever I hit her. But collided. I went from the right lane to the left lane, trying to get out of the way. Did not get out of the way in time. She was covering the entire highway with her car. She was just sitting there in the middle, going that way. I swerved over to the left, hit her front side. We both spin out. She spins out into the side of the road, off the road. I spin out and I try to regain control of my vehicle, but I can't, obviously, and so I blank. I'm just, I'm scared. I'm sitting in my vehicle and I'm scared. But at this point, I get to a stop and I realize what's going on. Window clears up, smoke is rolling. I'm guessing that's from my radiator. Um, I get my seatbelt off of me. I look around, I grab my papers that I need from my car, and I turn off my car. Um, I turn off my car, I get out, and I just make sure that I have all of my necessary, like, valuables. I have my keys, my phone, my wallet, and my registration, insurance. No, I don't have my registration because my dad actually had that. I had that problem with the ticket too. Whenever I got pulled over, I didn't have my car's registration in the vehicle. Because whenever I had put speakers in my vehicle and I had taken the papers out because we had to take all the glove compartment out. We had taken all that stuff out and I had left that at my parents' house by accident. So I had to call my dad that I called him 3 times that day and he had a fun time. But I go over to after I grab everything, I go over to her car and it does not look good. The front end of my car is all crumpled. Her car is not any better. The whole is just a divot where my car hit uh into her engine block. Bent her door. So she's stuck. She can't get out. But well, at least that's what we thought. We didn't think about getting her out through the back. She didn't want to crawl over to the passenger side either. She was just sitting there. Sitting inside of her car that's smoking probably. And she's just waiting. I yell at her through the window. I said, "Hey, do you need an ambulance or anything like that?" She said, "No, I'm fine." I said, "Are you sure?" Because this isn't the first time I've been in an accident. Actually, I've been in two, like, I've been in two accidents on the highway within a year. One was with my now girlfriend, um, and her parents. And that was on the way home on the highway. This guy hit us head on collision, and he was drunk. He was a drunk driver. He didn't check on us or anything. He just got out of his vehicle, waited for the cops to come, and he popped out a cigarette, started smoking. He could care less if we died. He knew he was going to jail. And it pisses me off to think about that. It really pisses me off. Because thinking back on that man, he was probably going through something, got drunk, and decided that he just wanted to end it. Got in his truck. It was a truck. We were in a little, uh, like a hatchback. Tiny little car. Uh, but he got in his truck and he decided, you know what, I'm gonna drive onto oncoming traffic. Because this was a large divider in the middle of this highway. You gotta be stupid. Even if you're drunk, you gotta be stupid to do that on accident. He came over on our side, hit us, we spun out, went into the median. Everyone was okay. But it was terrifying. This accident that I was recently in with my Pontiac, it was terrifying, but I was at least happy that it was only me in the car and that I didn't have any passengers with me that I had to worry about. It just takes a lot of stress off of me. It's not like I want to die. It's not like I have a hero complex. I kind of do, but it's not like I have a hero complex where oh, it should be me. I should be the one that dies. No, I don't want to die. I'm happy now. But it's still scary, and it at least makes me happy knowing that if it was bad enough, I wouldn't have to worry about someone else other than the other person in the car. And at that point, there wasn't anyone in my car, it was just the other driver on the other car. But we end up getting a ride in the ambulance anyway. She takes us to a gas station. We wait for our rides to come. My parents get there pretty quick. Um, my car gets towed. I don't really see anything else other than that. But since it was just on the highway, like whenever I spun out, my car was still on the highway. My car ended up flipped around facing traffic in the right lane. There was this truck driver, not a semi, just a regular pickup truck. It was a construction truck, and he turned his lights on so that, and he parked on the highway for us, so that traffic behind him knew, stop. there's there's a fucking car here. You're gonna get in an accident. And doing that, it also kept us safe as well. But the whole situation was bad. It's scary, and I don't know what became of her, the other driver in the accident. I don't know what happened to her, but as far as I know, she's fine, and her insurance is probably through the roof now because I mean, she was driving a nice car. I'm lucky that they did not find me at fault at all. Like there was nothing I could have done in that situation. But she was driving, I don't know exactly what car it was, but it was definitely newer than mine, and it had nice buttons and features. I can tell you that much. But whenever I hit her, it knocked any resemblance off the front of the car, and I didn't look at the back either. Um, so I have no idea what model, what make it was. But while she was in the ambulance, she had two phones. I don't know, like she must have been a college student, but I would have been screwed if it was my fault. But I got full value back for my car. They gave us back. I bought that thing for $5,000. Well, $5,300 because they had some repairs that they had to do on it. But $5,000 face value. Shout out to O Daniels for selling me that car. My family has done so much business with O Daniels. We have this one guy that we specifically go to for business. I'm not gonna say his name. I don't know how he feels about that, but I mean, if he wants me to shout him out, I will. He's a nice guy. Sold me my first car. Sold my parents all the cars that they have had to get. Um, but I like doing business with him. He's good at what he does. He fights for us, and he actually last time my dad went in there, this guy was haggling with his boss because he needed to make a sale on a car. Apparently, he hadn't had any sales that day. And he was like, he's offering this. We need a sale. And they said, okay. So my dad walked out of there with the Saturn. He needed a car because I took his after the accident. He gave it to me and I bought it off of him for like 2,500. So I got 2,500 back. They are still fighting it. There's still $300 that I could get. Um, which would actually cover everything that I bought for that car for. $5,300. I would get that back. That I think that's pretty good. Um, Either way, I mean, I got out of that pretty nice. I don't drive the car. I have a Cadillac now. That's the car that my dad had. It's my sister's first car. She sold it to my dad, bought his car off of him. I need a new car now, but I'm not going to keep the Cadillac forever because it is a very old vehicle. I need to get it fixed, whatever. I don't want to get it fixed. I don't want to waste money on it. I would rather just get a I'd rather just get a new car. Something that has Bluetooth. let's get a new game going. Then you're talking about, well, I'll leave that big for now until I get everything set up. What should I do? I just did Yu-Gi-Oh! Did a couple rounds of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, I could play Apex, Overwatch. What am I in the mood for? I have hiccups. I could play Call of Duty, Black Ops 2. Ooh, I could play Undertale. I've never played Undertale before. I could get Subnautica. You know what? No, I don't know what. I do have Elden Ring. Though I will say I did mod it on my computer. Um, but I have it on my console as well. Bought it on both. I don't have the DLC on my computer. I have the DLC on my console. I play console like strict. Um, PC I is like for Elden Ring wise, I got on my PC to just have fun with it, mod it, do whatever. Have fun with the community made stuff. Oh, I got a text. Hmm. Have fun with community made stuff. On my console, I actually play the game. I haven't beat the DLC yet, but I've beat the game 7 times, six, 6 or 7 times now on one save. Uh, Gotta play Fortnite. That'll get me copyrighted though. pretty quick. You know what? I'll end this video here. It was a nice video just talking about stuff, myself, introducing myself, I guess. Letting people get a read on who I am, whatever. I don't really care. Play some Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll stop this video here. I'll decide what I want to do. I'll probably go ask my friend if he wants to wake up. See if he wants to go on. I'll make a video with him. Toodles.